So, Hammond, one moment, please. Oh shit. Is it too much to ask for a smooth start of a stream? I do think so. Hang on, I'm gonna reload this. Smooth start of a stream. Hang on. So, yeah, I think the audio quality is alright. Right. Okay. Greetings, ladies and ladies, and welcome to another painting stream. This time a very interesting one, is we're going to paint these walls. Let me zoom in on that. Hey, come on. Walls like these for the next, I guess, 4 hours, because I've got 200 of them. Oh god, okay. Hope the jazz is alright. So, this is probably going to be one of the most boring streams I ever did, but I have so much to do that I literally can't do anything else. I'm very sorry. More on that maybe later. So, this is all part of a big commission. Big commission. But a commission with many pieces, and I very much regret taking it. But you know, a deal is a deal. $20 are $20, if you know what I mean. Again, as last time, we're being accompanied by some smooth jazz. And I think that's the best thing we can do. So, starting with these things. Can you see me? Yes, very nice. The walls, unfortunately, are not even that interesting. The customer wants them to be just regular dark grey with a light grey dry brush over it. So, yeah. I'm rather confident that we should be able to do all of them. I will keep the stream going for as long as we need to get all of these walls done, because I fear that there will literally be no other way of completing this task otherwise. I hope you guys have a far more interesting Saturday than I have. And if you don't want to spend it watching this stream, I totally understand. So, there's going to be a lot to talk about today. There's going to be a lot of interesting things to see. If you're, I don't know, some sort of stone type Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe if you're a Mason or something like that. Maybe you find this interesting. So, usually I deal with the hardship, you know, the most difficult for me to do in streams like these is to, you know, keep talking all the way during, you know, as long as the stream will go. Because silence, of course, a big no-no. I don't want to waste your time even more. But this time, you know, usually I try to combat that by commenting and talking about what I'm doing on camera. Unfortunately, this will not be feasible for today, as there's literally nothing to comment today. Depending how this thing goes, I might unlist the VOD as well, because I very highly doubt that anybody would want to watch this after the fact. But apart from that, I had a lovely week, and I hope you guys I've had 2. We have so many wards to paint today that I'm actually worried that I'll run out of paint before I complete this task. If I do, that would also of course be the end of the stream. Is the music a little loud? Not quite sure. Hang on. Maybe it isn't, I don't know. I guess I see when you guys start commenting about it. I guess I will keep my mouth shut at first because this has some nice lo-fi vibes. And yeah, this will be the only time that you'll see me doing this, because the next time somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey dude, I have 200 pieces of masonry that need to be painted. How much do I gotta pay you to do this?" I'll say, fuck off. This is ridiculous. Oh, wow, there's something interesting here. There's a little iron chain with a ring through it. Let's go. And I thought I'd have nothing to paint today. Ha! Far from it. By the way, I will not wash these pieces, no way, sir. You know how fucking expensive Nalnoil has become? I walked into a GW store, or rather a GW adjacent, partner store a few weeks ago to stock up on paints. And I paid like 26 euros or something. It was insane for what I bought. And of course, the washes were the real kicker there. Well, I say washes, but it only was one wash. So I think it was Rice who... Oh no, it was Azrael who told me about the, rising prices of GW paints, of Citadel paints. And yeah, hot damn, he was right. That was insane. And there's Torox. Hey man. least gotta be in frame here. The Inquisitor says, I love walls. The higher the better. Well, boy, do I have a stream for you. Because today it's gonna be nothing but walls, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Once we finish these few that I have my hands on right now, I'll show you what we'll be dealing with today. And I can tell you right now, it's not gonna be pretty. God damn. This is the one and only time I'll do a commission like this. God damn. That was just a mistake. I got it with the Trump thumbnail. Yeah. I'm very proud of that one. Oh, you know, very proud, but it was a cheeky one to do. And it was like, you know, let's reel in the one guy who loves to talk, think, and breathe. Building walls. There's also a German politician who likes to do, or who liked, you know, to talk about walls. Or rather, who liked to talk about not building walls. But I thought maybe not enough people would get the reference, so I went with Trump. By the way, is the music alright? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Not quite sure. I think it should be alright. But you know, as always, I have to ask. The wall. Hang on. So these are the pieces I did in these, like, what, 12 minutes? 12 minutes. Followed 4. Building walls around settlements. Well. I think they should be like scrap walls, right? With like metal sheets and stuff. Never played Fallout 4, but I am at least somewhat familiar with the base building mechanics, thanks to Spiffing Bread. Jokes on you, I'm all into walls. Well, you know, good. That's good. At least one of us has fun today. I mean, who knows? This is also, you know, kind of therapeutic. And to be honest, this is, you know, the easiest thing to paint on a stream. Just some walls with a big brush. Can shut off my brain. Don't need to think about anything. You guys can't see. Great. Okay, as these few pieces are currently drying, let me show what I mean when I say that I doubt that they will be done in like the next 2 hours. So, this is as far as I can zoom out. Let me make a little bit of space here. Shoop-deep-doo, diddly-doo. All of these walls are magnetic as well. So, as you can see here. Oh, which is quite neat, I think. I haven't seen the base plate they'll be stuck on later on, but I think it's quite neat. Okay, hang on. Let me make a little bit of space. This is what we'll be dealing with next. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 times 12 is 48. 48 walls on this plate alone. And I have 4 more plates of those. So we'll be here for quite a while, so settle in, buckle down. Oh well, you know, you can leave the buckle off because it's not going to be that dangerous today. You know, these are quite calm waters. But yeah, we'll be here a while. The Inquisitor says, I tried the Enclave Rising mod. There were 2 mod rules in the background. Interesting. Well, have fun with those mods. So, the first thing, so as you can see, you know, for to have an easier time spraying all of these little shits, I mounted them on a piece of sturdy cardboard with some double-sided tape and just sprayed them. Left them out to dry outside, and yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last 2 days now, or 3 days maybe, because I have only that much space in my bike, like on my bike, where I leave them out to dry. Yeah, okay. We have a few, you know, different kinds of walls here as well. I think I'll go into that more as the stream goes on, but mostly we'll be painting just these plain, simple strips of wall. And after that, in the next stream, I have a nice dice tower for you guys and a big chest to paint. And I dread doing that shit as well, because I think I've ran out of spray primer, black spray primer. And I forgot to buy a new one yesterday. But you know, we've got time for that as well. Yeah, look at that. That's where all the walls have been standing. Double-sided tape is great for this kind of stuff. Okay, more walls. Let's do this. I'm using Ashen Grey for the base coat, if anybody is interested. I would not do this with my own walls, mind you. I think I'd use something like Stack It On Base, or the walls if they were my own. But I talked with the, you know, commissioner, and he likes to have them very simple, very you know, easygoing. So that's what we'll go for. So Inquisitor is suffering in Fallout 4 because of the mods he has installed. Well, good luck then. Good luck with those hordes. If I could donate you some walls, I'd definitely do that. But unfortunately, I can't. May the God Emperor forever be on your side. Send walls, I need them ASAP. I definitely would. But for one, these aren't my walls, they will go back to the commissioner. And for second, I don't even own Fallout 4, so even if there was a way, I wouldn't have it. I couldn't. I could not. You're alone in this. You and the Emperor protecting you. There was kind of, you know, the spray didn't really go very... You know, it's not a high quality prime, but they're just walls. I think it's alright. The paint will stick well enough. No need to stress over this. Yeah, looking back, this was a bad idea to get all of these wards. Maybe I'll only do the ones that I had. You know, the commissioner sent me a bunch more walls. And I'm actually tempted to say screw it and not do those, depending on how quickly we get these done. And depending on how many these are. Because I'm done. I am done with these. Especially with this mission. I actually have 2 scale building walls still in the making. What do you mean scale building? Like tabletop scale, or what do you mean? Or like walls to scale? So like climbing over them. For train stuff, alright. So they are to climb over. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Do you build them in your house or in your yard or where, you know... Oh, train dioramas! Oh, right, okay. So it's actual trains, not training. Right, gotcha. That's cool. Right, I think I have a rough idea of what you're doing. Okay. But they match in size, yeah. So you're doing them out of styrofoam or something? What material are you using for those? So I think we have a good pace with these ones. I bought them in a shop for my Mechanicus diorama. Okay. And now you're using them for like model trains, correct? Am I understanding you right? You bought them in a shop, so like a hobby shop. I'm not painting the tops of these walls for now. As you know, I need to have at least some place to hold them. That's alright. They were made for model trains. I don't use them for... Oh, okay. So you're using model train walls from like, I don't know, Pico or Revell or something, but you use them for your Mechanicus diorama. Okay, neat. Scale should be alright. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Well, good luck with that. Another wall done. So, see these walls? These walls with the little, you know, what looks like a chalice mounted to them? That's a fire pit. And in these fire pits, I actually don't know how this works, or used to be, you know, a little LED like this. Yeah, it's like in here and then stuck into the wall. So I think they light up once, you know, the commissioner gets them back. And that's why we can, you know, take them apart, and here you see the lines for the LED to be sunken into. Again, I don't know how this works. I don't know where the actual wiring will go, but, you know, that's not for me to mull my head over. Walls are great. Walls with fire even greater? Well, if you say so, Inquisitor. What is this Animal Crossing music I hear in the background? Can't wait to have this stuff done. Ugh. The reason I haven't uploaded as much this year, especially not, you know, that interesting stuff, is because I've been, you know, next to university, I've been mainly dealing with stuff like this. Oh, woe is me. Nah, I manage. And you know, next year will be better. Oh, hey. Every time I say something like this, my camera just shuts off. As if it's thinking, oh no, dear Lord. Please. I need some time off. Some PTO, please. Well, too bad. I actually still do have some videos in the oven. And when I say some videos, I mean like, so to be clear, I have a whole stockpile worth of videos that have already been shot and that only, you know, have to be scripted and edited. And when I say whole stockpile, I literally mean, you know, shorts included, at least like 30 or 40. And, you know, high quality shorts as well, so not just some footage that already exists edited for short format content. No, actually, you know, actual original content, but for the short format. And yeah. And for this year alone, I have 2 bigger videos and a bunch of shorts that I'd already like to have, you know, done before the year ends. Especially considering the effort, you know, showcasing the effort of my audience and you guys, meaning you guys, considering the celestial protectors. Or celestial spears, I'm not quite sure what to name them yet. But I think the word celestial is quite good. That's some cemented content. I think the cement, like, you know, if you look at these lines in between the masonry, I'm not sure if they really did use a lot of cement here. Just a quick coat of dark gray. And again, I'll not wash these. I'll just go, once they're dry, I'll just go directly in with the dry brushing and call it a day. Throw? What do you mean throw? Invigorating stream footage, I know. YouTube did delete the comment. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what it is, what words you have to look out for. I mean, Asriel typed yesterday that he, you know, saw something. I'm just paraphrasing here. Saw something bad on the internet. And I was like, damn, dude. I would usually, you know, would have to time you out for that. And YouTube was like, oh no, that's fine. But then, you know, you try to write comments or send me links. I mean, the link thing I can understand. But the other stuff, I don't know what it is. By the way, and, you know, saying that I of course did, you know, move the settings in a way that every comment should be up for my own moderation. So you guys, technically speaking, should be able to write just whatever, and it should be up to me to moderate that, or Hightower for that matter, technically speaking. But I don't know what it is. They're like, oh no, it's the illusion of choice. Which is funny that, you know, a very small streamer like me even has to, you know, doesn't get the option to do something here. Okay. Oh. Stone. I feel like I'm being stoned too. This is ridiculous. I never should have taken this job. YouTube don't like. Throw. Weird. Oh. I don't know. Maybe it sees this as like maybe some sort of hate speech? I don't know. Oh no, somebody talks about throwing stones. Better moderate that. You have to send me actually Enigma coded messages so I can understand it. It's like, you know, remember when you guys, you know, used to try to send me like pictures or links to videos and stuff? And I never got them? Yeah. At least we learned from that one. And I swear, I have turned all moderation off, so shouldn't, technically speaking, be a problem. Maybe YouTube doesn't trust me enough yet. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So far, we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 walls. So 2 more, and we're already 10%? Yeah, damn. 10% of the way there. You know, when it comes to dark gray, so it's more like 5% considering the dry brush, and even less than that, so like 3.5 because the walls aren't all the way painted. We still need to paint the top of each wall. So yeah, 3.5% done, guys. Only took 39 minutes, god damn it. Okay, so maybe I should stop ranting. This is... I'm sorry. Could be painting Lumineth right now. I could be rescuing Death Guard right now. I could be editing, you know, some very cool videos right now, but no. I am painting walls. Ah, that's okay with YouTube. What? That I'm being so negative today, or what do you mean? I was actually thinking about maybe, you know, taking out a book and reading while painting these walls, because I can do this without, you know, looking really. I only have to look, you know, sometimes to move the piece or check if I hit every spot, but I can definitely just look into the camera and speak to you guys. Can you read the one prior to that comment? No, I can't. The last one I'm reading is throw stone, or written together with like spaces in between. But yeah, should I read something? Should I read something out to you guys? Maybe do like a little bit of an, you know, bootleg audio book here. I'm totally down to do this. That will be interesting. Because again, there's nothing to talk about, you know, these walls. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe YouTube is, as you're the only one commenting, maybe YouTube is detecting you as spam or something, I don't know. Maybe you need to leave like a brief pause between each comment. But you're doing that anyway, so I can't really help you there. These codes don't have to be perfect, as they're being dry brushed on later on anyways. And I think, you know, an imperfect code adds more realism in this instance, because it is, you know, just roughly hewn stone. But, you know, excuses. Excuses over excuses. I like how these, you know, magnets have like this, look like Christmas ornaments. No! Come on. Into here you go. So. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Hey. No! I don't want to deal with this now as well. Even the jazz has gotten sad. Did you know that everything below 90 degrees is theoretically walkable? It's wall walking. I think I did, yeah. I think I read something about like mountain goats being able to walk basically anything that's below 90 degrees. Or like it was something very close to that, like maybe 82 or something. And I'm also, you know, just now thinking about these Shaolin monks who can walk, you know, these extremely steep mountain walls, just like mountain goats, with like just, you know, on bare foot. So yeah, I actually did for once. But thanks for sharing. You can try to run that, but people will laugh about you. It's a war running gag. What? You can try to run that, but people laugh about you. It's a war running gag. Great pun. My man's out here trying to cheer me up with puns and jokes. Maybe I can think of a joke right here. Nah. I only know jokes that might get me cancelled. Not really, but you know, the other ones are not that funny. There was a time where I knew quite a lot of jokes, but now I don't know them anymore. Especially not in English. We used to have, you know, with our English teacher, the running gag that we would write before he came in, like one joke on the blackboard. Or the green board, moreover. And he would read it out in front of the class before the period began. But I don't remember a single one of those. And they were all bad as well, so they were all like flat builds. Do you build an anti-fun wall around you? I don't say that, I'm just, yeah, you know. It's been 49 minutes and I've done nothing but paint walls grey for this entire time. By the way, Inquisitor, you are a great Fallout fan, are you not? What do you think about the trailer for the Amazon you know, produced Fallout series. What do you think about? What do you think about that? Do you like it? Do you have high expectations? Do you think they will ruin it? There also have already been some news articles about that, but I haven't gotten to read anything about it. It's been just such a busy bee. Bullshit. So you think Amazon will ruin the series? Or like not ruin the series, but not succeed in making it good. Why do you think it won't work out? Just don't you trust Amazon anymore, or did the trailer have any indications that it will be trash? What is it? It's great of a visual perspective, but I know enough of Netflix to know to mess this up. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like with video games, you know? The visuals are kind of the easiest thing nowadays, so every studio has access to great engines and you know, well-crafted assets and stuff like that. So I think the visual part of a video game nowadays is not the most difficult part out of all of it, and it's like the easiest to get right. Even though, you know, of course, graphics, you know, good graphics and good style are two different things, but you know, getting graphics somewhat realistic isn't that hard nowadays anymore. Same with like movies and series when it comes to CGI. It's like also the easiest to just throw money at. So I also think like when I see trailers for series, with the Halo series as well, you know, I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, okay, this looks good. But again, it's, in my opinion, the easiest nowadays to make things look good. Especially if you are a multi-billion-dollar company like Amazon or Netflix. You know? Just throw money at it. It's easy. It's literally unreal what you can do today. Nowadays with like the Unreal Engine, for example. Like all of these fan-made animations on YouTube about like Star Wars or even, you know, Warhammer. It maybe takes some time if you're just one person, but you can definitely get it done nowadays. They also try to rewrite lore. Oh. What? You need to know that Fallout is basically 3 main lore eras. The first game's the Bethesda era and Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. I heard about that too. I think they're going with the aesthetic and the lore of, wasn't it New Vegas? Or was it Fallout 4? I'm not quite sure. Like, you are correct. They only used like one game to, you know, as the center core of their series. I don't know, I'm interested to see what Hightower will say about this series. I think I already asked him, I forget what he said. Because he's also a huge Fallout fan. And knows a lot about the lore. And I trust his judgment when it comes to stuff like that. Who is producing this series again? Was it Netflix or was it Amazon? I think it might be Netflix, but I'm not sure. It's a little bit like, looking at these kind of productions, it's a little bit, it gives me like the Rings of Power feeling, you know? Like, oh, it's a big studio, they don't care about the actual lore. They just care about, you know, honing people in with the IP. That being said, Rings of Power had so many hurdles to overcome, it was literally impossible for them to do something good. They should have just went with an original idea, honestly. But there again, you know, you have it like, oh, why invest money in a writer and his original idea when you can just throw the same money at already existing IP, get the rights for like 1 season or whatever, and then just, you know, film that. Even if it's trash, the first, you know, episode everyone will watch. Bethesda did a great break with the Fallout 1 and 2, as well as BOS and Texas, okay. By doing Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas is basically a mod of Fallout 3, yeah, but done by, yes, Obsidian, not Bethesda. That's why it's kinda special, yeah. The trailer shows aspects of tactics, Fallout 2, and mainly Fallout 4. So it was Fallout 4, okay. Oh yeah, right, I saw the big airship. I think that's Fallout 4, isn't it? I know, it's interesting. I might actually have, you know, if I have the subscription at that time when it comes out, I think I'll have a look, yeah. You know, there are studios that actually get it right. Like, you know, the Cyberpunk series and the Arcane series. Where like nobody has issues with like the lore or stuff like that, and then there's like people trying to make a Halo series and miserably failing. I have heard that in the Halo series from Paramount, Master Chief actually has a hard time dealing with just mortal combatants. And I'm just like, what do you mean? This guy's 8 foot. He's the Halo equivalent of a Space Marine. What do you mean he has a hard time? Fallout 4 is an asset for tactics, okay. But only as concept, not in game, okay. Interesting. I'm getting the full Fallout lore here. I think we, I feel like we already, oh fuck. I feel like we already talked about Fallout in one of these streams already. I don't know what it was exactly though. Having these magnets fall out all the time and, you know, obstructing the ground from being glued on the cardboard earlier, I had to take all of them out and put them in a special box. Special. I have to put them all back once this is done. That's the least of my concerns. The airship in Fallout 4 is the asset that I meant? Okay. Interesting. I really like the design of that ship in particular, but also a lot of other stuff in Fallout. I think it is very original and I like to see it. So I think the visual alone might be a reason for me to have a look into. That being said, I'm also not that familiar with Fallout lore. So take everything I say and will say about this series with a grain of salt, especially if you're a big fan. Because yeah, I just don't know. I don't know any better. I wanted to say people who don't know Lord of the Rings might also like Rings of Power, but then I remembered, yeah, no, that video is shit. That series isn't great. Even as, you know, just its own form of media. There's no bathroom on the chip. Looks great, but the design doesn't make sense, okay. I mean, the design from the outside is neat. But yeah, if it doesn't have practicality to it, I might put a damp onto that. My god, we're not even halfway done through this goddamn pile of shit. Maybe I should have gotten like a dark grey spray primer. Maybe I'll do that for the later ones. Okay. Oh yeah, let's do it like this. That's nice. Oh. That's cool. Maybe we can be a little bit more efficient if we do it like this. Should have thought about that. And yeah, I'm depleting my Ashen Grey reserves quite quickly. Tomorrow is Sunday, unfortunately, but maybe I can go like to the next town over on Monday and get some supplies that I need. That being said, I also need to go to the hardware store for some black and dark grey primer. Okay. I think that's alright. I think this isn't actually faster because I need more time to, you know, fumbling around and setting them up correctly. Sorry. Need to fix some spots right there. Oh god damn it, can't you just... Ah, these magnets are a nightmare! Okay. trying to get the lamp in a position where it doesn't bother you as much, but sure if I'm succeeding. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Not the best of setups. So, come on, be good. I'm actually running out of grey paint far quicker than I thought. Uh-oh. So, as the sun is going down and it starts to rain, I'm actually having quite the ideal, weather conditions for a nice day of painting. Lovely conditions indeed. Hang on. Goddamn stool. Unfortunately, I need to paint just walls. As much as I love wars, I'm off for now. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for sticking around all this time to begin with. Have a nice Saturday and a nice rest of your weekend. I'll see you soon, I guess. actually kind of running out of space here. So it's a good thing that we're almost done with the first, like, quarter of walls. So once we've reached the last one of these, I will circle all the way back, paint their tops, and then leave them to dry properly for their, you know, coat of dry brushed texture. Just a lonely drum and trumpet keeping me company right now. But it's as the urge to go to the bathroom. God damn. I've had some soup, spicy chicken noodle soup today. And I kinda need to pee. You know, I'm getting desperate for things to talk about if that's what I'm talking about. So, how many walls have we painted thus far? I think it should be around like 40 or something. So technically speaking, we're 20% of our way there. But again, you know, as I said, it's more like 10% because we still need to do the dry brush. And it's actually more like 8.5% because we still need to do the top of every wall. Because that's where I'm holding it. You know, as I'm sitting here looking into the rainy world outside my window, I'm just realizing that I don't necessarily have to commit to this, you know? Because we've been streaming for how long? 1.5 hours. To complete all of this, you know? Let's do a little bit of quick maths here. Let's get our thinker caps out for a second. So, let me quickly evidence. Let's do this. So, can you guys see me alright? Yeah, okay. So, let's be real with ourselves for a second here, shan't we? I don't really want to do this. I've lost my patience far quicker than I thought. Let's just take stock of everything for a second. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, got their magnets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 40, 44, 43. Hey, Rice. Okay. Now I have even an audience to rant to. Okay, hang on. We have painted in these last 1.5 hours, roughly speaking. We have painted 44 walls. Not even fully painted them, but you know, without the tops. That's just the base coat of grey, not even the full base coat of grey, without the ornaments, without the dry brush. So, that's everything that we still have to do. But, so we have 44 done. Then we have still this entire, you know, plate of walls. I unfortunately can't zoom out any further. Hang on. See if I can make some quick adjustments to my setup. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do something interesting for once. So roughly like this. Maybe this will work. Okay. So Bryce says, I'm just gonna vent that I'm disappointed how poorly my recent vid is doing. Clearly the algorithm didn't appreciate my release schedule. Oh really? You know what? I'm gonna have a look after this one, because I'm feeling like ending this whole shit show right now. So, can you guys see everything roughly? hang on. Still, adjustments. Like this, go on. Can I fix you in this position? I can. Okay. And they say it couldn't be done. So, 44 walls already painted. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 walls still here. You know what? Maybe I'll do these, just to have, 50 walls done, roughly a quarter of what we have to do, because we've still got these ones. We still got, maybe I have to actually show them otherwise. These ones. You can't even see everything, it's so many. So, these ones. These ones. And these ones. But it's not over there. We still got also these ones. It goes a little bit further down here. It's a little bit messy at the moment. Maybe I can... Why? Sounds like this process is driving you insane. Why are you doing this? Because I am a dumbass and I thought it would be easy. So I took this commission for a very low price as well. So I'm not, I've already calculated that just the materials I need to paint this stuff will result in this commission and essentially gaining a single dollar. So these ones. Oh, it's a commission. Yeah, it's part of a commission. It's the least profitable commission I've ever undertaken, and it's driving me nuts. So, just to justify myself here on camera, this is what I still have to pay. This is roughly twice the amount that we've just painted. Now hold on. We took 1.5 hours for what we already did, with a big brush and just grey paint. So we roughly have, technically speaking, statistically speaking, 3 more hours in front of us painting these, things just grey. This table here is part of another commission, this one doesn't count, but the rest does. Now you're saying to yourself, well, 3 more hours. But then we have to also do a little bit of detailing, some of these have like little fire pits. Let me quickly search one. So there it is. So there are some, like these ones, we have like these little fire pits with them, which have to be painted, I think like brass or maybe just a dark silver. Your commission did well? Nice. That's good. Sounds like it would go quicker with some help. Well, maybe it would be quicker if I just spray primed them in dark gray to begin with. But even then, I'd still have to do all of the dry brushing, and it just isn't worth it. Because that's only one part of the commission. So, these walls, and now you're saying to yourself, okay, Jan, that looks bad. Alright, that's already bad enough. But what is this? Even more walls! And I haven't even primed them yet because they only arrived in the mail yesterday. And the guy was like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to send you some walls. Which, isn't a great look on his part, to be honest. Because I thought, when I got the walls, yeah, okay, I can do this. And now I'm just sitting here thinking like, hell no. These are like 250, maybe 300 pieces of walls. I'm not painting all that. And then, that's not even all. That's not even all. We're almost done, hang on. Then, there's still this chest. That's part of the very same commission, the very same deal as well. It's black because I already primed it black. I can hear your voice on the brink of insanity. Very well done. You know, do you see the HQ right here? Oh my god, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. I'm not even joking. So, you know, we've got these walls. We've got the walls under there. We got this chest. And, hang on. Where is it? Where is it? I'm not done. I'm not done. Hang on, where is the chest? Where is it? Is it here? Oh, hang on. Shit. I'm actually destroying my setup in the process. Where is it? Come on. Oh, that's not it? Where is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So. I'm not even done. I'm not even done. See this? In here, we will find a dice tower. So, I'm not unpacking all of this, because, you know, if I'm sending it back anyway, why should I? But just so you get a glimpse of what I still have to do as well. This thing, I haven't even unpacked it yet. A dice tower. I think this is a resin cast. This is actually a very nice quality. Maybe this is from Hasbro, you know, directly from Hasbro. Quite nice, quite neat. A nice little project, but mostly the same as the walls as well. All part of the same commission. This is just one of like 8 pieces, which are still in this chest. So, let's go over this again. Rescuing my brush in the process. Okay, so we've got 300 individual pieces of this, you know, kind of wall. We've got a big chest. We've got this dice tower. And although I thought, you know what, maybe the, good god, I'm planning my... What? Dude, did this worth a month's rent? No, yes, and now comes the most incredible part of all of this, right? So, you may remember these... Whoops. Hang on. Not these, hang on. You may remember these miniatures, right? From the HeroQuest, which I was painting in last week's stream, right? So there's this ogre, there are a few elves, there's a few pieces of furniture in there, and so on and so forth. So, for that commission, I'm disclosing this right now because it is, you know, my business. For those miniatures, I think there are like 22, 25 miniatures. Briefly, I rejoined at the end of the stream, right. So, for these miniatures, I charged 550 euro, you know, without taxes. 550 euros because it's like, you know, 25 miniatures, roughly. I estimated that I would need like 2 hours per miniature, so they would look good. So this would leave me with roughly like 10 euros something per hour, which is below minimum wage in Germany. But I thought, you know, it's my hobby, I'd like to do this. And this guy has already sent me a lot of miniatures. Great stuff. That's the commission I like to do. You know, many different miniatures, something else to do. Great. Now, he then came to me and said, hey man, while you're already at that, what about this stuff? You know, can you do this as well? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. You know what I charged for this? You wanna know what I charged for this? For these little bit of extra stuff? For the dice tower, the walls. I'm actually going insane here. So I charged 50 euros. 50 euros extra, because who in their right mind would pay like 300 bucks but just a little bit of extra stuff, you know? And I was like, yeah, okay, it's not that hard. Literally anybody can do this. It's not, you know, technically difficult. And I was like, yeah, 5 hours I think I'd need for this. I was wrong. I will, yeah, 50. I will not get my money's worth out of this commission. I'm pretty certain that because I've used most of my black primer and would have to buy grey primer and Ashen Grey as well now, I've already invested more materials than this commission would bring me. So yeah, and I don't have much time. I still want to do some videos for the end of this year, before the year is over. And I haven't gotten to, you know, do some proper content for you guys because I've been bogged down by shit like this for this entire year, basically. So, yeah, I'm done. Nah, bro, I ain't doing this. Let me quickly adjust my face cam. For some reason, he doesn't remember the stuff that I gave, the instructions I gave OBS for my face cam. Hang on. Right. I have boatloads of other stuff to do. I have boatloads of better stuff to do. And yeah, technically speaking, you know, either you don't go and do it or you get paid more. That's the thing, right? So the big part, the fun part of the commission is the part that pays alright, right? So I'm not trying to be, you know, listen. But everybody's saying this, wanting to do commissions like this, and saying, oh, I would love to do, you know, painting miniatures professionally and all that stuff. Yes, I know, I somewhat made it, okay? It's great to paint miniatures for people who are willing to pay for them. But this is one of the instances where you realize that just because somebody wants to offer you money for stuff, it's not always worth it, right? So I know I'm talking from a position of privilege here, and I'm not saying that I'm ungrateful for the, you know, opportunity to paint stuff like this, but this commission, alright, this thing in particular with all of the walls, with all of, you know, the dice tower, the chest, it just ain't worth it. Just because somebody wants to offer you money, you know, it's like the meme, right? Oh yeah, 20 whole bucks, you know? And I got other stuff to do, so there's a boatload of content that I still would like to do for, you know, I already didn't get to do my autumn videos that I've got planned for, you know, the time where the leaves were all colorful and stuff like that. I also forgot to get some footage that I wanted to get today. Oh, Long John says, please take airbrush, amateur. I mean, that would have been an idea, yeah. God damn it. I do have an airbrush. A friend of mine gave me one. I think for my last birthday. Yeah, he gifted me one with an air compressor as well. But I have it at home with my parents. So yeah, no airbrush. All of this has to be done manually. Again, I could have just primed them in a dark gray to begin with, just skipping this entire step, and maybe then I would have been like, yeah, okay, this is doable. But the way I approached this was wrong, and I think I'll stop right here. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not painting these walls. I'm not, I don't want to. I mean, look at this. It's literally the SpongeBob meme. Look at this! Look at this! It's a dice again. There's 8 more pieces like this. And to, you know, maybe get where I'm coming from as well. I'm still a student, so I'm still, you know, going to university, and it's an art school as well, so I need to do a lot of stuff for that. And I've actually lost my train of thought here. So basically, I've got other stuff to do, and the guy who gave me this stuff wants all of this, including the miniatures we painted last week, which I haven't finished yet, done till the 18th of December. So, he wants to have them next Sunday. I can't do this, man. I'm not doing this, you know, I can't do this full time. Maybe then I could, but not like this. So, yeah. I'm throwing the towel right here. I think that's the expression. And I will, I've got some miniatures, so we can keep going with the stream if you guys want to. But yeah, I'm not doing these walls. I'm not doing this. If if my commissioner is seeing this, and he might be because he checked on earlier on in the stream as well. Yeah, you just saved yourself $50. Whoever wants to paint this, you know, after me, good luck to them. I already primed like half of it, but I'm not doing this. And here's the thing as well, like charging more than $50, I'd be kind of uncomfortable about. Not because I know, like, this is the kind of commission that nobody should take. Just 200 watts of this. This is like ChatGTP could probably do this. So it's not interesting to film. It's not interesting to show. It's not a good project. It's not mechanically difficult, so it's kind of hard for me to justify a larger price for this. And also, nobody should pay more than $50 for some painted walls, I think. So even though you could argue, well, it's a lot of effort and still the materials and so on, so on, so on, so... I don't know, man. That's a thing you have to do yourself, to be honest. Otherwise, it just gets too expensive. And yeah, this entire rant was like, what, 20 minutes? So way more productive. I just saved myself like 8 hours of work. Of badly paid work. And with that, we will move on to something a bit cooler, which are some elves. Let's paint some elves and an ogre. Because this shit ain't worth it. So again, right? I'm hoping I don't seem spoiled. I hope you guys see my point. That rant was 22 minutes? Alright. Yeah. There just are things that you shouldn't take. Like... I don't know what I was thinking. I think I vastly underestimated the time it would take for me to do this. Because again, it is not mechanically difficult. But, yeah, nah. This ain't it, chief. I mean, look. It takes me 8 minutes just to pack all the stuff back into the box. Yeah. So yeah, have fun with this stuff. I'm not doing this. I mean, look how much stuff is here. Ugh. Ugh. All of this stuff will be neatly repackaged and then just sent back. Oh, that felt good. Again, this table here This actually is something that is fun. So I'm gonna keep that one. In the meantime, I'll work on planning my Christmas and YouTube specials. Oh, I'm such a pushover. You? Why? For planning this kind of content, or? Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean in terms of commissions? Oh well, at least my brush got some action. Okay. What I want to do for the rest of this stream is whoa. That's a jittery from all the adrenaline. Shvo. So what I want to do for the rest of the stream is paint this wolf, this table, you know, that's quite neat, and maybe get our elves finished. I think we'll start with the wolf and the table though. Yeah. And then I have to insert all of the LEDs back into the stuff, into the walls as well. And then I'll be done till the 18th. How about that? At least on time, right? So, but before we do all of that, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a second with you guys. And then we can do some actual miniature painting here. My god. Meanwhile, the jazz has been playing this entire time. Okay. Hang on, let me get my phone because I need the reference for the wolf. I think it's just an ordinary blue grayish wolf. Nothing that interesting going for it. Hey. All right. Okay. God damn. What an emotionless stream today. I think I might clip that one and... I don't know. We'll see. Whew. Let's get this setup back to where it was. Careful. Oh. Hang on. We're experiencing slight turbulences. Please don't be alarmed. Can I please just turn this stuff? How did I do this before? Okay, this isn't as optimal as it was before. Hang on. Okay, I have to do this properly after the stream. Oh god. This works, right? Don't want to get you guys motion sick. Come on. Can we do this? Yeah, kind of like this. Okay. Oh, is the face cam still alright? Yeah. Okay. Wolf. Yes. So let's get the big bass out. Yeah. Look at this. This is actually horrible. Wait a minute. Hang on. So this is roughly where I need the camera to be. In my outburst, I messed up my entire setup though. What's going on here? What? Fuck. Okay. Okay. I think we're back in the game. So. Yes. Okay, it's Morbin time. Way better. Way better. Okay. So let's see. Let's see in my reference pack. New Hero Quest Commission. There we have it. There it is. So, it's called a giant wolf, or riesiger Wolf in German. And it seems to be just an ordinary wolf. Yep. So, Ashen Grey, we're not done with you. Okay. You know what's funny? I thought I'd be painting these walls till like 9 p.m. basically. So I was in my mind I was fully committed to finishing all of this, knowing how boring it might be. But then I was like, you know, when it actually came to it, I was like, nah. 1.5 hours in, I lost all hope. My god. I was fully committed to doing even like a second stream with this if one stream wouldn't work out. But as insane as I am, you know, as tenacious as I am when it comes to painting a boatload of miniatures, this just it wasn't worth it. This was too much. It's time we get back to some more fun projects. Hey, even the camera is shutting off now. So a nice coat of Ashen Grey, and after that I think we'll go over it with a dry brush of... Well, no, let's actually wash it first. Not with... Oh, basically, yeah, with Nuln Oil and a hint of Gilliman glaze. To make the wolf look a little more alive. And once that's dry, then we can put up the dry brushes. And I think a simple coat of Dawnstone and a very light coat of either Administratum Grey or maybe even Pallid White Flesh over like the very back of the wolf to make the contours pop a little more. I think that would look really neat for this guy. I've got 2 more wolves like this, but I'll actually send this to the commissioner and tell him and ask him if he's alright with that. And, you know, on that note, tell him that I won't complete his goddamn walls. He has to search for another unfortunate soul to do this commission. Or just do it himself, it's not that hard. sorry. So base coat is done. Leave that to dry. In the meantime, this table, you know, pretty nice table. I painted this one already for a different commission, so I know exactly how this is gonna go. The plate itself just comes in ash and grey, of course, as all the other stone we painted today. And then just gets an immediate wash with naan oil. After this coat is dry, of course. Zoom in on that a little more. Sorry if certain things have been out of frame, and my face cam today has also been not great. Because OBS didn't wanna accept the feed of my webcam as my preset face cam. I don't know why that is. Oh wow, that's a... Look at this. Can you guys see that? Here. This is a... In Germany we call this Angusspunkt. So this is where the resin has been poured into the mold. And usually there are, you know, with high quality molds or new molds and newer machines, these kind of points just get, you know, smoothed over or are by far not as pronounced as this one. That's quite bad. God damn. Hasbro has been called lacking here. I feel so much better, you guys can't even believe it. Okay. This stone table is also done. And while we wait for these two guys to dry, for the table and the wolf, looks good. We will paint? I think the ogre. So, let's get this guy on his pedestal again. Okay. So, this guy we painted last stream, and now we're free to paint him again. To further paint him. So, I think the next move would be to take some... I think Mornfang Brown. No, first we need some Steel Legion Drap. Where do I have it? Let's try bark. Ah, there it is. Steel Legion Drap and paint a second coat of paint. Put a second coat of paint on his loincloth. And after that, take some Mornfang Brown. There it is. To touch up his belt. Before we take some lead belcher for his metallic parts. Like his axe, his pauldron, the bracelet around his ankle, and so on and so forth. So everybody that's just joining the stream, thanks for checking in. You've missed my mental breakdown roughly 30 minutes ago. And the reason why we're painting these guys now instead of wards. Okay. So, now it's time for some Mornfang Brown. I even got a fresh pot of that stuff. Look. Oh. Ah. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Even unopened. Oh, hasn't been. Sorry. Forgot to shake. And then we'll paint the belt across his chest and the belt around his waist. Before getting in on the, I think, what was it? XV88? Yes. So sorry, the belt across his chest has to be painted in XV88 as well. going to need a second coat of Monfang Brown here. Maybe we can paint wet over wet. Yeah, that's not going to fly. Okay. Not to worry. In that case, we'll pick the XV88 for the battled across his chest now. And then take care of the rest after that. Did we use XV88? This looks very bright to me, but yeah, it should be. Okay, neat. And while we're at his back anyway, why not? Okay. So, second coat of Monfang Brown has been applied. I'm not going in with the XV88 on this, smaller build now. I will instead take some metal paints and like that badger, and use it as the base for his pauldron axe and so on and so forth. Also, I'm just thinking about this, but this chain right here, going around his neck, I've been running around with a leather, bag that has been slung across my shoulder, much like, the pauldron has been on this model. And that one was, with the contents inside of it, very heavy, and it was very uncomfortable. Not very uncomfortable, but quite uncomfortable to carry after just a little bit of time. I can't imagine how uncomfortable this chain must be, especially on his naked flesh. What is this for some kind of funeral home music? Hang on. Can we have some little bit more energetic jazz, please? Yeah. That's more like it. So, for everybody just joining the stream, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having a lovely Saturday evening, sorry. And yeah, thanks for joining in. So, some parts of, the metals that I'm painting silver right now actually need to be painted more in like an orangey brass color later on. But, picking them out with a dark silver before that is not only a great way of making sure that you don't overlook them, but also, a very decent base coat for other metals to go over that. Especially when working with Citadel paints, as the metallic colors from Games Workshop are notorious for not being that great to work with, especially their gold colors. I think this bracelet right here also is supposed to be like gold or something. Not quite sure. I don't think it's just a rope. So I'ma just, hang on. How did I paint this? Yeah, okay, just silver. Well then. And the pauldron next. So, Rice is back saying that his internet went out. I already kind of figured that. Internet fact out back there. Yeah, well, okay. It's fine. Thanks for checking back in. Again, I already figured, you know, it would be kind of weird for you to just leave after just writing wolf, so I kind of figured it was involuntarily. So, there's still some more stuff that we need to do with the ogre. We're not even done with all of the silver parts, but I'm just realizing that I think the wolf is dry. So let's wash him. How much did I miss? Not much. We painted the wolf completely grey. We painted the stone plate of this table in the same ashen grey. And we made some progress on the ogre from last time. So we painted the loincloth, the belt, some silvery parts, and the belt across his chest. Yep, that's about it. So not that much. So, yes. No, where is it? Here. To give the wolf a little more life to it, I think I'm going to, you know, not only wash it with Nuln oil, but also, you know, just put a hint of Thalasar blue into it, I think. Yeah. Or actually Gilliman glaze. Although this paint is far too valuable for this model, I think the darker blue will hit a bit different. See, we're making barely a difference to this model with this wash. So I want to make sure that to see everything better, I think a bit of Thalasar blue will work out nicely here. So, the entire miniature should be washed by now. So let's take out that Thalasar blue. The Gilliman glaze. See? Here's proof. I actually own it. Even in the old pot as well. The original mixture. Very nice. Just a little bit. We don't want him to be too blue, but just a hint of blue can make a huge difference for any miniature. Like for any dark miniature. And any white miniature as well. Rice has a channel. Yes, he has. Hi, Astral. Thanks for showing up, checking in. How are you doing? Everything alright? I bought some more paints last week, and yeah, that was the first time where I also realized just how expensive they've gotten. So yeah, you were definitely right. Holy shit. You're not doing alright? Why? What's up? Everything's super sucky over here? Oh, goddamn. Now we can see a little bit more of a difference, and I think, you know, this slight blue tint is exactly what this miniature needs to be a little bit more interesting. It will be very subtle once we put down the dry brush later on, but I think it's very nice. The difference is there. Like, it would be very more boring. A lot more boring. Otherwise. So, Rice says, I'm busy trying to figure out what high fleet I wanted for my diorama. So far I have suggestions for Kronos and Jörmungandr, which are the same fucking thing, alright. But different carapace colors. Out of the street game, my local area is starting to fight each other. Oh damn. Chaos on the British streets. Huh. Damn. Is it really that bad in Britain? I have heard that, you know, gang criminality is on an all-time high over there lately. Oh, well, lately, all year. That sucks, man. So, bingo. Give this bad boy a quick wash as well. This time only using Nuln Oil for, you know, to keep it simple. A little bit of Gilliman glaze should still be on my brush, so maybe we'll have a little bit of a difference. But the commissioner was adamant that he wanted it to just be boring, basically. Damn. Damn, that sucks. I'm just reading through your comments. I hope you're staying safe, man. Another interesting thing about this table is, you know, this massive stone slab as the countertop, basically, but just some regular wooden legs and stuff to support it. Don't know how that works out, but, you know, Hasbro knows it better than I do. Okay, back to the ogre. A quick wash intermission. Something that everyone that goes to Comic-Con and adjacent conventions should remember to do every now and then. Not taking a shot at people who go to those conventions, but, you know, the stigma is kinda true. So, XV88 time. But that sounds crazy, Azrael. Like, for real, man, stay safe. XV88 is king. XV88 is a great color. Depending on what wash you use, you can also get vastly different effects for it. Like, look at this. So it's this bright when you first apply it, then it dries down a little bit more darker. And this is the result with some Urgrax Earth Shade. Or maybe even Nuln Oil. I think it's even Nuln Oil. So yeah, great color. Very versatile. You know what's funny? Now that Azrael and, you know, other people are joining the stream and probably wondering about the thumbnail and everything. Yeah, I maybe would have pulled through with the walls if it was like a bet or something, you know, like a challenge. But under the conditions that I am painting them, I'm just nah. Giving up is the more reasonable thing to do there, I think. Build the wall. Not with the walls I've got, man. I use XV88 as the base for my chapter's bone armor. Oh. Perfect for a neutral base tone, yeah. I think XV88 would be a bit too vibrant for me. You know what I mean? So I guess the bones look a little more yellowy with it. Which isn't bad, but it's not what I would necessarily go for. But I used it for the dry brush of my... The dry brush? Or the base of my Elder. Like a Martian kind of... ground. Yeah. So, XV88 done. Let's finish the silvery parts. Like the head of his axe. Axe with an A, mind you. So, I don't believe I asked yet, what are you fine gentlemen doing on this great, lovely Saturday evening? The Inquisitor was here earlier, he said that he was playing Fallout 4. But what about you guys? Are you working on your diorama right now, Rice? For example? Well, I'm of course planning my diorama. Okay, nice, nice. Azrael is living in the apocalypse, but apart from that, what are you doing right now next to the stream, or are you just, you know, just here for a chat? I'm trying to find a good neutral high fleet for the Tyranids so that they don't stand out too much. Well, I think you should go with with something more of a homebrewed character, I think, because most high fleets are kind of like, there is, I think, the one of the default color schemes for the Termagants that I've seen was very standard. It was basically just a white base coat with just a wash of Seraphim Sapia. So maybe that could work. And like the highlights were like red or something to make them look a little bit, you know, make them stand out a little bit. That could work maybe. Or just, you know, go on Google and see what other people have done with their high fleets. Maybe more of an insectoid character could also work quite well with like different brown tones and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I don't know which high fleet has what color scheme. So I can't tell you exactly, you know, oh yeah, go with this high fleet. I can only try to describe it to you. That sounds like Kraken. Alright. I don't know about the red. Yeah, maybe try a, maybe like reddish brown. Maybe something like a dryad bark undercoat for the chitin with, like for the highlights. Not for the highlights, but for the, you know, accents. With some corn red over that for the highlights of those accents. Maybe that could work. Xenomorphs with a yucky black. I think that would be... yeah, I get what you mean. And personally, I'm not very much a fan of that. Maybe that could work for a diorama. I don't know exactly what you're doing there. Also, you know, black models are always kind of a gamble. But, yeah. I don't know, man. If I had my tablet right now, like out right now, I could maybe showcase what I mean, but maybe a different time. So, for the shaft of his axe, we're also needing Mornfang Brown again. Alternatively, I could do a really darker red. How Pete the Wargamer painting them. Really darker red, yeah. Could work. But the other faction in the diorama is Mechanicus, is it not? So what kind of color scheme are they rocking? Classical Martian, or like the orange of Riser? Or what are they doing with those? Oh, 5 Marines from YouTubers. Okay. Okay, I getcha. Right. Maybe a dark red could work then. I mean, the black, you know, the xenomorph style also could work. Again, there's always the difficulty of making, you know, entirely, completely black miniatures look good. You know, look like they have, you know, kind of. You need to kind of prove with those kind of color schemes that you did something apart from just priming. So I personally feel like there could be a challenge. Maybe instead of, you know, completely black, use something like this. Like stick it on scale green. If you have it, of course. That could work. Right. And painting all that in heavy metals. Yeah, of course. Yep, alright, do that. I'll still be here most likely. Okay, what do I usually use? Of course, stupidest for the fur and the hats as base coat. I like heavy metal photos in the lore book. Yeah. Like, the heavy metal team does a great job of painting their miniatures, although I sometimes suspect that they're, you know, doing some photoshopping as well. Like, of course they do with the fog and everything, but, like, sometimes even the close-ups of miniatures feel too good to just be straight up painted. And I think one Warhammer clerk, like in the town next to where I grew up in, told me that heavy metal, or at least the editors for their magazines, use photoshopping to make the miniatures even cooler. And there have been also like a boatload of videos on YouTube of you know, great miniature painters saying that the heavy metal standard as they've been showcased in the books and stuff is unattainable. I could spend hours looking at those. Yeah. I also really like just fumbling through the rule books. Just looking at the pictures. Very inspirational. Yeah, I mean, I get why they're doing this, right? It needs to look professional. And it's also not bad. It's kind of like this is the how should I best describe it? You know, when people who want to lift weights look at like action heroes in like Marvel movies and stuff, they feel like, oh damn, if I only look like Chris Hemsworth or something. But like they're wearing like padded bodysuits or they like roided up to the gills, you know? That's kind of like the heavy metal standard. So people looking at these photos not realizing that most of these images have been polished after the fact. But yeah. It's kind of the false promise, a little bit. I'm sure they don't look that different in real life. But you know, there needs to be some editing done to convert them into paper media. For money. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. It's for the blind masses. Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, before I knew that, I also, of course, tried to emulate the box art as closely as I could. You know, back in the days where I first started with Warhammer. And it's okay. It's not like I've lost sleep over stuff like that. So it's harmless. I think. Right, we're back to the Animal Crossing sounding jazz. I can't wait to get Dragon's Dogma 2, says Ezreal. What's that? I've never heard about that. Dragon's Dogma 2. Doesn't ring a bell at all with me. Dragon's Dogma is an open world RPG. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. I'm guessing since it has the name Dragons in its title, it's a fantasy RPG as well? And is it like an MMO, or is it more along the lines of New World? You know, the Amazon wannabe RPG? Cool game that is hopefully worth the money. Yep, fantasy. Okay. Maybe I'll look into that one. I often say like I look into stuff during a stream, and once the stream is over, I oftentimes have to get to, you know, other stuff done, like rearranging my setup or going to a place. You know, for example, today I need to still go somewhere, and then I forget. I'm terribly sorry about that. It's the same when people try to write me on Instagram, and I don't see it for weeks, sometimes even months, because Instagram doesn't send me notifications on my tablet anymore. Okily dokily. Oh, oops, sorry. So I think we're done with the base colors. Oh, hang on. I missed some spots of the fur. I feel sorry for the people who use Instagram. Well, Instagram is... yeah, it's something. I think nowadays I wouldn't necessarily recommend people to touch it. My Instagram has been brewing for like such a long time that the algorithm only recommends me stuff that I actually, you know, like to watch. But yeah, holy shit, there's a lot of weird stuff on there. Trash mostly. I also realized that there's a little bit of stuff that needs to have a touch up. Maybe it'll get covered by the wash. Oh! Shit! I missed a part of the chain as well. God damn. Not the ice. There it is. It's kind of hard to get a good angle on that. Okay. Oh yeah, hang on. Hence we have the Xandri dust out. Why not take care of his teeth as well? That's expiate. Xandri dust. Oh. Let's do a little bit of dental care right here. Right. That's better. I mean, I definitely see what you mean. I think the people you're referring to, Azrael, are the people who are just the loudest about it. You know? It's most of the time it's the annoying people who are loud. And they're just overruling, basically, with their loudness, the other people who are doing good and who are, you know, just nice people straight up. So I kinda disagree with you on that. I think there are great people still around. They're just a little bit harder to spot. On that note, I think Conrad? Which one? No. So, this guy right here, he's rocking a, I don't know what you call that, a mohawk? a toothbrush, you know, as a hairstyle, with a braided, you know, with a braid on the end, which is a very cool, like, hairstyle. I really like the design of these HeroQuest miniatures. You know, some are very basic, but they all bring something unique to the table. That's one ugly monster. Nah, that's alright. I think as far as ogres go, this guy is very much alright. Shrek. Hey. Are you insinuating that Shrek is ugly? As we all know, Shrek is the pinnacle of male beauty. I think I messed up down here. I think this one isn't part of the actual braid. Let me quickly wash that away. Oh no, maybe it is. Hang on, what? Like 2 strands of hair down there. Oops, sorry. We're back to the funeral home music. Oh fuck. If this gets worse, I'm skipping to the next part. So nice. Now this guy's coming along very neatly. So this is the one that we're currently painting. This is the one that's already done. Oh shit! The skulls are grey on his hip. Damn. Alright. Alright, dark grey. Huh. Then let's pick up some ashen grey again. Let's fix that right away. I've been painting both of these guys exactly as they are portrayed in the unit card of Hero Quest, so these grey skulls are not an accident. Grey skull, lol. This guy is She-Ra impersonator. 55 minutes on how to paint flesh tones. Goddamn true with this man. Wow. 55 minutes, that's a long time, goddamn. Castle Grayskull. Does Race have a channel? Yes, he does. He should have. Can't you click on his name and just find out? I think he does. He said he just released a video this week, if I caught him correctly. Right, so all of this stuff done, the wolf is still drying, hang on. The wash is pooling down on his feet, so take just a little something of that and applying it back on his like back and stuff. Especially on his head. So it shouldn't be long before we can dry brush that guy. Okay. What next? What next? What next? I think a wash with Nuln oil on this guy would be okay. We have a quick look. Actually, no. So there are a few things. Oh, there are a few things that I painted silver, which is supposed to be, you know, bone colored, like the belt buckle and the spikes on his pauldron. And although I noticed this rather late on this model, I think I should do this right now on this bad boy. So, some Xanadu dust again. Excuse me, what am I reading there? Oh, and maybe you can click on the name, alright. What the fuck is going on in my chat right now? talking about? Okay, fair enough. Oh, why not have the variation? Oh boy, this guy, so like these ogres are part of the, you know, of another commission. And that guy wants everything, like every single model to look the very exact same. It's actually insane in my opinion. So the first commission I did for this guy was the base pack of the Hero Quest, which is a video that I will bring out next year. And the first thing I painted for him were a bunch of zombies. And, you know, those zombies were much like these ogres, all monopose, very boring, and, you know, very simple. And so I was like, huh, I just painted some zombies for the Hero Quest, for the Cursed City. I know how to make zombies interesting, and so I did. I painted them differently, with different, you know, colored clothing and stuff like that, different bruises. And I showed that to him, and he was like, nah, what did you do? And basically told me to immediately change that and have them all look the exact same. I don't know why. I also think it's like silly, but whatever, man. I was like, okay. So that's why I'm also like, for example, I have like also a few more ogres, and the reason I'm not painting them all at the same time, like proper batch painting, is precisely like the situation with the zombies. So I'm first painting these models like one at a time. Like this one is for the stream, obviously, but this one I painted before the stream to send to him, you know, in pictures, so he could be like, yeah, okay, this is fine, and then so I don't have to change anything around when I'm already done with all this. Painting zombies must have been an easy commission. You probably wanted them in the exact artistic way. Yeah, painting zombies, it wasn't just zombies, it was like the entire Hero Quest, which are like 120 miniatures, or 130. Most of them being unique. So, yeah, it's a very difficult commission. Which is why I don't have the video out right now. Because it will take a long time to edit all of that. That sounds like a hassle. It was. It was fun on the one hand and very much annoying on the other hand. The annoying part was dealing with the commission a lot. Okay. Wash time. So now it's all of the parts that we painted today. So the pauldron, the belts, the loincloth, you name it. The hair. All of the good stuff. Oh, you guys can't actually. Now we're back on the funeral home music, hang on. So, back at it again. And then they bring on that actual war game. Oh, and then they bring that to an actual war game. Nah, the hero quest is pretty much like the Cursed City, so it's a fully, you know, self-contained kind of board game, if that makes sense. So I highly doubt that he will bring that anywhere. He has a very nice, like he showed me pictures of his like fully kitted out basement, like with the gaming table and everything, so yeah. I think one of my comments got censored. I think so too. I think so too. I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. I have disabled all moderation that YouTube offered me. And still comments, you know, never reach me, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's because I'm too small of a channel. So they're saying like, yeah, nah. We only give you the illusion of choice. I think they still censored the comments? Yeah, I think so too. Rice and the Inquisitor had both had the very same problem today. Don't know why. I think Rice made a comment about like throwing stones or something. And it never reached me because YouTube was like, nope. That's a crime. That's a crime. Okay. Make sure this wash will leave no tide marks on the loincloth. I think it looks nice. I think this one looks good. So, the ogre has to dry, the table has to dry, the goddamned wolf has to dry. What do we do now? We could paint the elves, or we could paint this very nice bookshelf. Yeah, let's do that. Because I really don't want to do this, so let's do it on stream where I have to do this. So, I think what I want to do here is take care of the books. So, Cabalite Green. I like my bookshelves to be, you know, rather random with a bunch of cool tomes in it. Which is why I think Cabalite Green suits all of this best. I already used, I think this is Corn Red and Screamer Pink. In it, bruv. Exactly. We're back to the funeral home, excuse me? Okay. I'll give you the pass on that one. I think my Cabalite Green is behaving weird. Yeah, this doesn't look too hot. This definitely does not look good. See that book down there? That should not happen. What? Mostly in the lower inferior classes like me? What are you talking about? Did the comment again get censored? I'm lacking context here. I think this one should be green as well. Yep, okay. Another comment got censored. Well, what are you trying to tell me that your comments are getting censored, huh, mate? And this one down here. It's a long story. I think so too. Okay. Which color next? I think... yes. The fang is a nice... I think more than 4 messages got censored. God damn. I think the fang is like... I suppose these things are crystals down here. So I'm gonna paint them in this pastel blue. The details for this one will happen off camera, of course. There's no way I can get a good angle in on stream. Oh, there are more crystals down there. Hang on. It could be a Slaneshi plaything. Could be. You know? Not here to shame. To each their own. That being said, it does get crazy with some people though. So, what colors do we have? 4 more books. XV88, the old reliable. No, hang on. Maybe I need that for the ornaments. I think, yeah, Castellan green. So this olive green. For these little, like these bottles down here, like this potion, this one, and the big one as well. There are of course more potions in this cupboard, but I think that those can be olive green. Then these glasses up here, I think I'll paint in a light gray, maybe? I think I'm gonna treat them like just some regular... what are they called in English? In German they are called Reagenzgläser, but I highly doubt that that's the name in English. Slap on the glossy null oil. Oh yeah, I could slap on some art code. I think art code is the way here. I think I do have some art code. Yeah, good thinking. I'm using that way too few. Way too little. Got some orange, but I think that's too crazy. What did you just say in German? The German word I just used was Reagenzgläser, and that's the name of like these little bottles up here in the shelf. So like these these long tubes that you use for like science experiments. I forgot the name in English. Ooh. Beakers. Really? Beakers? I'm gonna have to look that up. I think you're trolling me. How do you not know? Well, how often do you use the word beakers? Or like, even German, like, do you know how often I use the word Reagenzglas? Not often, let me tell you that. Okay. Then I want to paint this book. No, this should... I think this one should get a light blue. But I think these ones can get blue as well. Test tubes, alright. That's more my speed. Alright, so these test tubes up here. That makes sense. I think I've heard the expression from a tube in a lab before. Possibly out of the first Avengers movie, when Tony Stark was roasting Steve Rogers, yeah. So, in the light blue after that, I'm thinking some Kalidor sky should work out here. Nah, Techless blue is better. Apparently they grow clone babies in those vats. In those vats? I don't think so. Oh no, don't tell me my Techless blue dried in. God damn it, what a shame. It's not fully dry, but I need to reactivate that one with water and slow drying medium. Once I have the exact mixture down to how to revive your dried in paints, I'll immediately make a video about that. No, like a large vat. Yeah. Like the Kaminoans in Star Wars are using. That makes sense. So, a light blue there. I think that's already... Like, if we have one book that really stands out, that's already nice enough. What more colors do I have at my disposal? I think Gene Stealer Purple. Yes. Oh, it's still close. Look at that. Hang on. Good shit. That's the good stuff. ASMR channel. Believe it or not, I played with the idea of doing like an ASMR second channel, but like more for like book readings and stuff like that. Kind of like the stuff I did for October. I think I'd like to do that very much. It's a second channel, it would be a second channel, not on this channel. That being said, I have some more small audiobooks in the oven right now. And I do kinda wanna finish that Audiotober challenge. Okay. So that book up there gets painted in pink as well, because I don't care anymore. Yeah. Okay. There's still a few books that I don't have any color for. But that's alright, because there's a bunch of other stuff that we can take care of first. For example, taking some Zandri dust for the... Oh shit, damn! I peeled off some paint from the bookshelf, up here. There. What the fuck? Damn, can't have shit in Detroit. Yeah. Now I need to take care of that as well, again. It is what it is. Some scrolls here and there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Citadel paints, more like store brand acrylic paints. Nah, the difference is huge. Like, you can't just use any acrylic paints for stuff like this. I remember the first 2 miniatures I ever painted, and I think I should do like a short clip about that. I painted with just acrylic paints from like a just like an artist's coffer that I bought. It was a very cheap one as well. And I remember when I was a kid. Yeah. And so I used those paints for these miniatures first because I didn't know any better. Basically, I just painted some high elves. Like, the first 2 miniatures I painted, or the first 10 for that matter, were Sword Masters of Hoeth from the Blood Island starter pack. I shared it with a friend of mine who took the Skaven. And then we got to painting, and we both didn't know about Citadel paints. And yeah, the difference is insane. You did the same. Oh, cool. Yeah, Battle on the Blood Isles is a great starter pack. So apart from the scrolls, I should probably paint these things, like the inlays of the books. That's difficult. A little more challenging. I messed up the entire Blackreach set. Oh damn. Is that the one with the dwarves. So, dwarves versus goblins. That must have been 5th edition. I still have those horrible... Oh, Marines! Oh, Black Rage, right. The ones with the dwarves and goblins was Battle on Blackfire Pass. Right. Damn. I think it's lovely to still have those. Space Marines versus Orcs. Right, cool. I still have the Swordmasters of Hoeth. Like, for some miniatures, I went back when I was still learning how to paint and, you know, touched them up with new paints and stuff. But the first 2, I think the first 3 even I ever painted, I still have in their completely original state. I didn't change a single thing about them. Yeah. Maybe if you guys want, I can show them sometime. But after Christmas, because I don't have them at my place yet. They're still at home. So... You love Armageddon's lore? I haven't actually gone too deep into Armageddon's lore. I think I need to go more into that. Shame that Lewitton didn't cover it more closely. Armageddon and Ultra Smurfs got me into Warhammer. I mean, yeah, of course. I think that's a classic tale. For me, it was actually a Donald Duck, like in a Mickey Mouse story. It got me into Warhammer, funnily enough, because they were playing basically Warhammer. All of Archer's old videos on it. Okay. Yeah, I need to get into that more. I think it's time I get into more lore. I've been putting that off for quite some time now. So, there are a bunch of chests on that cupboard, and I think... I think we can take some different metal colors for those. Oh, wait, hang on. We're not quite done yet. So, I want Leadbelcher, I want Brass Scorpion, and I want Gehenna's Gold. Checking with both hands to be very efficient. I look like I'm very excited on the face cam. So first up, Brass Scorpion, one of my favorite metallic paints. Let's paint... that chest in the middle? No. This chest or that chest? I think... Oh damn, okay. I'm getting lore on the lore YouTuber. Interesting. I feel like this feels more like a chest that would be made from silver or steel, and this feels more like a chest that could be brass, but I feel like this should be silver for the overall, you know, to draw the eye in, and this can be brass to be a little bit more, you know, subtle. That way the silver, because the silver will stand out the most as it is the brightest. And if we put it in the lower shelf, I believe that it will be more distracting than eye-catching. If that makes sense. And then when we place it directly in the middle, the eye, the like viewer has a nice focal point to look at this bookshelf. Yeah, I think I'm right. So, next up. Lead Belcher. The dark silver color for this chest right there. Yep, I think I made the right call. '90s and early 2000s was a much crazier time. Oh, definitely. But like the 2010s weren't like much better as well. People acted more on impulse and rage. They do, like, if you put it like that, I think they still do it today. But I feel like today we're finally in a time where if you're careful enough, or like careful is maybe the wrong word, but if you choose your, for example, your content creators online with care, especially the ones that have been around for so long, you can easily, avoid all of that. I think people today also, like a whole lot of them, act on impulse and rage. I don't want to name any specific, examples of those groups, but, a lot of political discourse is on impulse and rage nowadays. Don't say any examples, boy. Don't do it. But I think you all, like, if you thought about a topic right when I said this, then yeah, there's a good chance that there are a boatload of other topics where this is happening as well. I think because today everyone is so smug, it's very hard to argue with people. Like a great example is Ben Shapiro, fucking nerd. Joe Rogan as well to some extent. But Joe Rogan, everybody knows that Joe Rogan is just talking smack on his podcast. He knows exactly who's inviting. Ask Winston Churchill? Yeah. Ooh, Ben Shapiro. That's right. That's the right attitude. I mean, this looks nice, does it not? It even is like, like the medals. Gold at the top, silver in the middle, and brass at the bottom. But this one right here, like this Palantir looking thing, I'm also paint gold. Like the one that's holding the ball. The orb. We need to ponder the orb. He was just as bad as the J-Dog Whittler. Don't know who that is. Oh, hang on. I feel like this could be silver as well, or it could be gold. I think I'm a ponder about that one. Okay. Unfortunately, the wolf is still drying, as is the table, as is the ogre. And we've been streaming for 3.5 hours now. My comments got removed again. Oh well. If that ain't the right moment to stop, then I don't know what is. Thanks everyone who came along. This stream was a wild ride. As far as painting streams go, this one was a wild ride. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, what we painted today and what I said today. And I will see you in another video next week. Unfortunately, it will be you know, some rather low effort reaction content because I need more time for stuff. And but is there a possibility of another stream? Maybe next week, next weekend. Maybe another Warhammer stream. I've been putting up that one for a long time as well. But again, I need more time. I need more time for university. I need more time for painting. And I think on that note, have a nice evening, y'all. I'll see you soon. And yeah, thanks for tagging along. Take care and have fun painting yourself. Bye bye.